the annual DCS Green Week now.
Whoa!
So glad to have all of you here today. A couple of things I just want to get some housekeeping stuff out of the way before we get started on our presentation. Parking validation. Those of you that have joined us from outside of the firm, Brandywine, our building manager, is very into all of the green work that we're doing here, and they have offered parking validation for all of our visitors during Green Week. So if you didn't already,
during Green Week, is that correct?
If you haven't been here very often in the past, you might not know it. It's very difficult to get parking validation out of them. So this is a huge step for us. But see Meredith at the front desk, and she can give you a parking validation sticker. Also, all of our utensils and cups and plates that we're using today are compostable products. So we're not going to be recycling them. They get composted with the trash. So go ahead and put them in the trash can, not the recycling bins.
But that means if you're using one of the spoons, don't leave it too long in your mouth because it might melt it.
They're made from bagasse and cornstarch, and yeah. So, and we did get the high temperature utensils this year. Last year we had some forks melt on us, so we were trying to eat them.
It melts in your mouth, goodness. Huh?
Yeah. We have some exciting events coming up the rest of the week. If you didn't see on your way in, we've got the schedule posted for the rest of the week. A great event for multifamily residential tomorrow night. Our product expo on Wednesday. We've got a bunch of cool manufacturers coming in with some new and innovative stuff. Thursday night, Doug and a couple other of our associates are going to be talking about some really cutting-edge technologies on projects that we've been working on, Ransom Green, and some really interesting MEP systems, mechanical systems for skyscrapers like the Pearl River Tower and the Burj Khalifa. The engineer that was behind those designs will be here as well. And on Friday, we've got a lunch talking about legal issues with green projects. So we've got a lawyer and an insurance rep that are going to be here to talk about that. So please join us. I also want to introduce Doug, who will be giving our presentation today. I think everyone knows Doug Carter, but he is our fearless leader and really trying to influence the greater community towards make this movement towards green development and master planning and green projects. That's some really interesting things to say for us today. So I'll turn it over to Doug.
Thanks, Kathy. Okay, the one thing I can't do is stand over there because you won't be able to see. So let me stand back here. And I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. So can you all hear me? Yes. That didn't sound very, very positive. But if I drop in volume, will Steve, you say something to me? So first of all, this is number 6. This is the 6th time that we've done our Green Week. And we really have had some terrific attendance in years past. And we hope that this year is going to be even better. And so I'm addressing some of these remarks specifically to our own DC in-house people. We've got a lot of people here that are interested enough and supportive enough of what we're trying to achieve to come to today's kickoff session. So what is it, in actual fact, that we're trying to achieve? I'm going to tell you, as a firm, we have always tried to be not just on the leading edge, but way out front. And we do have, I'm going to brag a little bit because we've got some out-of-house people here. But, you know, the very first school that we designed, we buried the whole thing. The very first jail that we designed, we actually created the first jail without bars. We were the first literally in with smart buildings. We were the first in with flat wire and carpet tile. And we actually started way back then being ecologically sensitive and trying our best to handle energy conservation measures that were always above and beyond the norm. If you stop and think about things for a moment, I think the Green Building Council, the US Green Building Council started about 12 years ago. And I can remember we were among the first to be there and support the effort. And those of you like Ed Cronin here from the Washington Real Estate Investment Trust, when we talked to developers about going certified under the LEED program, we would get raised eyebrows and, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be a guinea pig. Go take it somewhere else. And, you know, a scant 10, 12 years later, we actually do LEED certified buildings without charging the client. And I'm talking about an escalation here, if you will. Right at the moment, we've got 1812 North Moore Street under construction. It's literally next door to the Roslyn Metro Station. And that's one of the Washington area, well, actually I think I'm right in saying it's going to be the Washington Metropolitan area's tallest building until we build the Hoffman Towers, which is going to be, somebody told me, 5 feet. Steve, where are you? 5 feet taller?
7.
7 feet. Sorry, I missed it by 2. 7 feet taller. 1812 North Moore Street is pre-certified at LEED Platinum. And you know what? In another 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, we'll be doing LEED Silver and LEED Gold really without charge, and LEED Platinum will become the new standard, and pretty soon we're all going to be doing what would be the equivalent of LEED Platinum. And so this little talk here is really, it's an appeal to our DCS people, and it's an appeal to those of you who are not here with us in DCS, that together and collectively we have to go way beyond LEED. We have got to be way out front because we consider ourselves, as the illustrations I was just giving you, to be a firm that always has led from out front and not followed where everyone else is going. So today is really an appeal and I hope a little bit of inspiration for everybody in the room to really do your part and help us move forward. And we can't do it alone, but I have to say that we, and I'm talking about everybody sitting in the room, have a responsibility to do something about it, because we are more in a position than most other people out there to do something about it. And with help from developers and our other consultants, we can actually start to do something about it. So I click to number 1.